Hello everyone, welcome to today's Theory Thursday. Today's Theory Thursday, I'm talking about my day pack for hiking. So before I get into the nitty gritty of it, this is my summer loadout. This is normally what I use when I'm just doing a day hike in the summer. You know, for example, when I was going around the Llŷn Peninsula in Wales, a few of my other summer hikes, for example, my soon-to-be released adventures in Tessin. This is all the kit that I carry with me on such a hike. So, now we just take the bag off and just step a little bit closer, just so you can actually see what bag it is that I'm using. So, this is the Fjallraven Singi 28. Yeah, it's got two external 4-litre side pockets, giving it an additional 8 litres of capacity. So this is actually a 36-litre bag. Now, when I turn the pack on the front here, you've got a removable hip belt with 2 pockets. So I think we'll start with the external pockets first. So start with the hip pockets, move on to the side pockets, move on to the top pocket here, and then move on to the internals of the bag. So starting with the 2 hip pockets here, being right-handed as my dominant, in my right hand pocket I'll have one of several Leatherman multi-tools. Normally for outdoor adventures I carry the Signal, and then in that same pocket I carry a tourniquet, tourniquet, and so on. Reason being is that, you know, sharp object, better to have that and not need it than need it and not have it. Now, moving on to the left-hand pocket here. In here, in this little carry pouch, I'll carry a Solo 10 by 25 spyglass. So 10 times magnification, 25mm diameter on the front lens. And then in here as well, I will have a head torch of some kind. So normally I've started carrying the new Nightcore UL25, I believe, 80 grams for 400 lumens, USB-C rechargeable, so you can connect a power bank whilst you're using it for additional battery length. So that's all in there. So my hip pocket, normally where I keep my closer hand items, so stuff that I use quite regularly or if I need to access it quickly. On the webbing here, normally, sometimes, depending on where I go, what I do, for example, no, never mind, I never carry my InReach, and even when I did, it was always on my person. So yeah, now the side pockets, identical, and they both carry the same thing. So, for example, right or left, it depends. I'll normally carry either my Grail or an Algene, depending on where I'm going, and then on the left-hand pocket as well here, I'll also carry a water bottle. In the winter, I will do another video of my winter loadout. So in here, you know, I've got a 1 litre Nalgene, and then you might hear something rattling around in there. That's just a bit of rubbish from my previous hike, because what I pack out with me, what I take out with me, I take home with me. So yeah, just forgot to dump it. So that's it for the external pockets. And then the top pocket just here is where I'll keep a dry bag with electronics. In this case, a power bank, again from Nightcore, little 10,000 milliamp hour power bank, cables, and of course microphone stuff related to my little wireless mic here. That's that. And then I'll also carry my GoPro batteries and SD cards and so on, and any other tech equipment that I need. So yeah, that's that. Now, you do have 2 compression straps on the side here if you were carrying something a little bit longer, which makes it great because that means we can really open the bag up here nice and wide to show you the full interior. So This bag I use as my everyday bag as well, so it's got a hydration sleeve which also fits a 14 inch laptop perfectly, so really super chuffed with that. You also have two internal pockets here, so a mesh and a solid. In my solid one, I'll do a more detailed video on this. I just tend to keep a little first aid kit so it's nice and accessible, and also a little bit more elemented, protected. And then the interior pocket here, normally not really quite sure what I keep in there. Now for my summer layering, I am going to make a more detailed video on layering, and that is I carry Fjallraven Keb fleece as my soft shell insulator. I carry the Xlat insulated down jacket, so synthetic down jacket as my windproof insulated layer, and then finally I'll carry one of two Gore-Tex jackets as my wet weather layer, and then bottle of hand sanitizer just in case. So yeah, I will make a more detailed video about my whole layering system and so on, how that works in the summer and winter. So yeah, that is it for my summer day pack. So that's all the kit that I take with me when I'm just doing a day hike. If I end up doing an overnight trip, which is very rare, then I'll pack it, with sleeping bag, tent, maybe hut equipment and so on. So yeah, but for the most part, this is mainly also my base level of kit for when I go hiking. So no matter, if it's summer, winter, this kit is sort of my core element of my outdoor gear. So yeah, that's it for today's Theory Thursday. Thank you very much for watching. Please, I hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed being back out in my favourite forest, having a great time and doing this Theory Thursday video. Please rate, comment, subscribe and all that jazz, and I'll see you on my next adventure and my next Theory Thursday. Happy days.